Well, hello there, and welcome back to my channel, Subscription Boxes and More with Michelle. And if this is your first visit, I hope you'll come back and play in my Miniverse kitchen with me again real soon, or unbox subscription boxes or something. What is it I'm here to share with you today? Well, that's obvious, right? Miniverse. Abby is sitting here making out her Valentines. These little Valentines came from a Little Debbie cherry cordial box on the back. There were these little tiny Valentine cards to cut out, and they are just the right size for Miniverse. So there's that one. It says, "You're cute" as a button, and it's got two little button people on it. And there's one that says, "Valentine, we make a good pair," and it's got milk and cookies. And then there's pairs that say, "Valentine, we are a perfect pair." There's one that says, "Be my love muffin," and it's got a couple muffins on it. And then this one says, "Valentine, I love you a latte," and it's got a latte. And then she's holding, which one are you holding? One that has two pencils that says, "You're just right for me." And then there's two of the longer ones that you can fold in half. And one has milk and cereal, and it says, "Better together." Oh, I dropped it. I like the smaller ones better, not those longer ones, but they're on there. And it's "I pine for you," and it's got a couple of pine trees. So she's making out her Valentines, guys, for her friends and family. And while she does that, let's try to be in frame the whole time. Let me get this out of the way here. While she's doing that, let's turn it away from her, scoot her over, because otherwise the camera tries to focus on her and not on the capsule. We have a Valentine capsule. Oh, I didn't get my tools. Ouch. I need my tools. She's got on her Valentine outfit, too. I didn't know if you saw that. But it's really cold here. It's only like 4 degrees. So she has on a turtleneck underneath of her shirt. I'll show you this little outfit. So she kept on her turtleneck, but she has a shirt that says "cute" and has flowers. And then her pants that match it have hearts. He also has a candy cane, but, you know, I don't know why, but they were meant for Valentine's Day. But you could have a candy cane on Valentine's Day if you wanted, I guess. Alright, she's going to sit back over there by baby Gracie. And we are going to get our tools out and get started. And again, that outfit came from Temu. All of her outfits come from Temu. If they don't, I'll tell you differently. Get myself turned where I can reach her. Something's sticky. Alright. Everything gets sticky when you're working with resin, UV resin. Alright, anyways, here is the ball shows the cookies, which I did not get, and I'm very sad. I know I don't have the cookies. But it shows you the other things you can get as well. You can get the cake, or the chocolates, or the ultra rare is the thing of roses. Let's see what we have. Okay, unzip our ball here. Oh, why is it not unzipping? Because it wants to poke me in the thumb, that's why. And the ball is red for Valentine's Day. That makes sense. There it is. I'm looking for my pokey tool. And this one looks like it's probably the cake. It's got pictures of the cake on the wrapper. So there is our ball. And that's what it's looking like. Here's our paperwork. Let's set that aside. We only need the recipe part. Get our table out. The table leg is rose gold. We'll set that up in a second. And here's more bags. Let's set the ball over here out of the way. And stick our table together. Sorry, I keep dropping it, so I had to get it closer to me. There's our table. We have 1, 2. This one says keep cool. 3. This one's the thank you bag. 4. This one says sun-baked sweets. And I can already tell you that it's the cake because it's round in there. And if it was Willy Wonka, it would be square. Made with love. Have a lovely day. And another made with love. So we'll start with made with love because that's what's in my hand. Get my scissors here. Cut this open. And it is our heart icing. Have a lovely day. We'll open that up. And we got our red velvet crumbles, or red velvet crumbs for on top of our cake. And another made with love bag. Cut that open carefully because I want to use the artwork. You can change out these pictures for a few days. It is the, I think they're called Pirouette cookies or something like that. They're little cookie straws. Hopefully you can see that. Let's open. Thank you. It's our rose gold cake stand. Try to straighten the bag out just a little bit. Just have a lovely day. Says thank you, have a lovely day. I really love this one, the sun-baked sweets bag. I'm trying to get the new Lifestyle Home with the birdhouses and the birdhouses and the flowers and plants. I'm not being able to get any of those. And I'm also trying to get mini brands, the Zoo Room 5 Surprise mini brands. I'm trying to get the mini books. I want to get at least one capsule of the mini books. So I really want a copy of BFG, the Big Friendly Giant. Movie Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. So it comes out of there. That's such a super cute box. And then you have your cake. And the cake does have some texture on it. I don't know if you can see that on the edge, but it does have some cake texture on it. And it's in such a cute little box. Alright, that gives us our resin, the Keep Cool bag. I guess the Keep Cool is usually the resin. I would have thought it'd be ice. Or I like this one. The bag is, it's got pretty contrasting colors. So this is our vanilla frosting. Whoa, it came out all over my hand. Try to scrape as much of it off back in the jug as I can here. The pot. Well, I'm sticky already. What do you know? It was in there upside down, so a lot of it was in the lid. Alright, so there's that. And I'm sticky. Alright, and then our utensil bag. Alright, so we have rose gold tongs. Tweezers, whichever you want to call them. Alright. We have a rose gold handled spatula, so it's silver on the knife part, or you know, cake spreader, and rose gold on the handle. And then our tweezers are rose gold. We have a little heart-shaped finial for the top of our capsule. So that's cute. Alright, so here's our Keep Cool bag. Let's put it away before we get it all covered in resin. Alright guys, so we are going to get started. Sorry, I'm moving my kitchen closer. I'm going to try real hard to keep you in frame this time. I say that, and then I get it close to me and you can't see it. So I'm trying really hard. Alright, because I'm taking my cake out of its packaging, I'm going to get this paper that I kept from, it was wrapped around, I don't know, plant or something, and I'm going to cut off a piece of this to sit it on to try to keep from getting everything sticky. So I'm going to cut this into fourths approximately to protect our workspace. So before it goes in the landfill, we will get some use out of it. Alright, those 3 pieces back for another project. Or in case we want to line a tray with it or anything like that. Alright, a lot of the time I'll probably be holding it in my hand. we'll start with it on the paper, and we will open up our icing. Try not to wear it this time. There's a lot in the lid. I'm going to try to use some of it. Not as much in the lid now as there was, so alright. I think that I want the center of my cake to be white with the icing instead of having the crumbs in it, and do the crumbs all on the side. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see what it looks like. We could do this part, the rim of it here, because that's where the icing heart is going to go. But we're going to do that after we do the crumbs on the side. Now this doesn't have to be extremely thick because the crumbs are going to be stuck in it. It's just got to be covered. Alright, I didn't open my crumbs, so I got to stick my cake there, and I want to open the crumbs very carefully because, again, I love the packaging. Packaging is a lot of the appeal for me. The cute, smallness of everything. And I'm going to use, no, I don't want to dump it all in there if I don't have to. And here's what the crumbs look like. I'm going to use my other paintbrush. Wherever it went. Found it. Because it is wider, and I think I'll get more coverage with it. And dip it just a little bit in the resin so that I can get my crumbs to stick to it. And then I'm going to, well, I don't want to stick my fingers in it. Pat it on the side and see if I can get it to stick that way rather than, maybe not. Maybe that wasn't a good idea. Well, maybe that wasn't a good idea. Maybe I will roll it in it. I thought I could get better coverage with the brush, but no, get better coverage just by dipping it in there. Alright. Live and learn, live and learn. But I will use the brush to get into that crease there for the heart. So you get the resin in there. Sprinkle it from above into that spot, whatever. Alright, now we can use our spatula to put on the rest of the icing. cat just knocked something down. Oh, I don't want to put that in there now, because if I do, it's going to get all the red sprinkles in there. Oh, I just stuck my thumb in the frosting. Having trouble using my fingers to... My fingers are so sticky that now I can't sprinkle the crumbs on, because the crumbs are sticking to me. Ah, I dropped it on myself. That'll knock off sprinkles, won't it? Alright, we're making a mess. Alright, I'm going to use my little flashlight and cure that there. Is a little bit. Oh! I'm going to wipe my fingers with a alcohol prep because I'm covered in red velvet crumbs. Wipe off my spatula to get the red velvet crumbs off of it, so I can, hopefully this is dry enough, yeah, I think so, that I can hold it and put a little more of the white cream in the middle, because I may put red and white sprinkles in the middle of mine a little bit and not the red velvet crumbs, just to make mine a little different than everyone's. And I got to put a little bit around the edge again so I can put my so that I can put my yeah, icing on the icing ring. Alright, I'm going to show you what mine looks like so far. So I'm going to put that icing ring on now. I'm going to put my icing ring on now. I think I need just a little thicker bit of the resin to get that to stick. Because it's wanting to, the little crumbles are holding it up. Alright, I'm going to get my red and white sprinkles. And I'm going to sprinkle a few of those on there. I might even put some white chocolate chips on it. What do you think? I don't know. Look at that. That's really cute. I don't know that we can look at chocolate chips on it and see what it looks like and see if that's something we like. If not, we can take them off. I don't know how much it actually shows up, so I'm just going to do a few. Alright, as you can maybe see, there are some little white chocolate chips on there. I'm going to put it in the oven. I like it like that. I think it looks very Valentine's Day-ish. Take our candles out. Put our cake in the oven. Here's our candles from the other day. That's how they turned out looking. Cute, huh? I think we'll put them on one of these lifestyle balls up here. Alright, so here is how their cake... Oh, you know what we didn't do? We didn't put the cookies on it. We need to get it out and do that if we want them on there. Let's see. Otherwise, let's see what they look like sitting on there. That'll be dry enough that we can test it out and see. Put our chocolate chips away before they get spilled, and get a couple of these little cookies. There's 4 of them in, 1, 2, 3, 4 of them in there, so if we put 2 on like they do, we'll still have 2 for another project. Try to get it open without flinging them across the room. Alright. Two of them. I think I'd like to put mine at the side instead of... Okay. I think I'm going to put mine at the side instead of at the point of the heart. I don't know. Just I like to do things a little different. Spot of the icing to hold it. Let's see if those stay on. Yep. Tell me what you think of my Valentine cake. Alright, I'm going to put it back in the oven. And then we'll put it on the cake stand. This is why we look at our recipes, because we want to make sure we didn't leave anything out. I have 2 things of the chocolates. So if anyone has the cookies but does not have the chocolates and wants to make a trade, as long as yours aren't made already, I would love to trade for a thing of chocolates for a thing of cookies. If anybody would like to do that with me. I'm not as upset about not getting the roses. I'd like to have had them, but I really wanted the food items. Here is the other side that shows you how to put them all together. I would like the roses, but it's not like, you know, the elf spaghetti where it's like, I have to have it. I think I'm going to leave those together and put them in my recipe binder together instead of cutting them out like I did the Christmas ones. Alright, I'm going to try to clean up a little bit while that is baking. Get the sticky off me so I can get a jar out to put our crumbles in, because that little pack, and unfortunately we don't have little tiny bag clips, you know, in the Miniverse world that'll hold the little bags shut. Now that I said it, maybe they'll make it, right? Try to get the ones off my workspace, as many of them as I can. These are not very good. They've got resin in them, but these are good that are on the floor. We'll call it the 5-minute rule, right? Alright. We got a lot left in our bag, so I'm going to pour those in our jar, and we will use them for like sugar sprinkles, you know, the coarse sugar that you get for cookies and things. Oh, I made a mess. Imagine me making a mess. Okay, we keep this with our packaging because I love it. And then we will clean up the floor again. Guess we should have waited till after we poured those in there. So we have quite a little bit in our jar here. Let's put the stopper in before I spill it. Of what I consider to be sort of the colored sugar. We have a little miniature dustpan and broom coming. I hope it will work to sweep up some of this loose stuff. I mean, doll's house size. We will put away these empty containers in one of our drawers. Why? Because I love them. That's why. I know they take up space. Eventually I'll move them somewhere else. Alright. Little... What is in here? Are these little cookie... No, those are candy canes. Well, we'll put the cookie straws with the candy canes. Well, the next ball we do will probably be Valentine as well, because we do have the chocolates. But, I'm not even going to open the one that is the extra chocolates. I'm going to try to trade with someone. If I can find anybody willing to trade. Alright, I think that's long enough. We can take our cake out and look at it on the cake stand. Or we can drop it on the floor. 5-second rule, 5-second rule. What do you think of our cake? I think it's so super cute. I like that I did the sprinkles and stuff instead. I hope you like it too. let me know what you think, and please, we could use that piece of paper too because that resin's dry. Please give me that big old thumbs up because you know that would really help my channel. And please subscribe to my channel, and please share my video with others so that maybe they might subscribe as well. Thank you so much for watching and for listening to me babble. And I'll see you again in a minute in another video. I do have things that are not Miniverse, and I will have them coming up shortly with Miniverse sprinkled in between. How's that? Sorry, I'm trying to get all this sprinkles off my rug there. Let's see, but goodbye to Abby and Gracie. I still didn't get to make Gracie's base to her car seat / carrier because I've been at the hospital most of the time with Mama. Uh-oh, look who's coming up to investigate the cake. Spicy. Always a cat on the counter. Alright guys, why don't you, like I said, go down there and let me know what you think. And I will, let me zoom you in a little closer here. Hopefully you can see that cake a little better in a zoom in. Alright guys, and here's Spicy. She looks a lot like my Spicy cat. Come on now. There you go. With the half and half face. I thought that was adorable, and when I saw it, it came up. When I was looking at stuff at Temu, I wasn't meaning to have a cat, but I was like, oh, Abby has to have a cat. So, on the counter. Alright guys. Close up of Abby. Close up of Gracie. Trying to cover up Abby so Gracie will show up. I don't know if she does, but alright. Thank you so much for watching. Mwah. Love you guys. Bye-bye.